I was out thrifting with my wife and we saw this mini foosball table. I like to use foosball figures to help flat earthers understand buoyancy. See, flat earthers don't believe in gravity, but we obviously know that things fall downward. If that force isn't gravity, then what is it? Here's where flat earthers fall into different factions. The Austin Whitsitt faction says electrostatics, whereas the Nathan Oakley faction says density and buoyancy. As a side note, when I was green on this topic, I tried to steelman their position and arrived at a concept far better and more coherent than any that I've heard them use. Oops, I guess I overestimated them? Anyway, according to actual physics, buoyancy is an effect of gravity. So it makes no sense to use that as a substitute for gravity, let alone as proof against it. But I've had flat earthers struggle to grasp how a downward force could produce upward motion, and that's when I bring up the foosball figures. The physics are not identical, but analogous. Here we can plainly see the Class 1 lever mechanism that allows a larger downward force on the feet to not only cancel, but overcome the downward force on the head, actually drawing it upward instead. It's similar with buoyancy. To make something float, all you need is a fluid around it that's heavier. And note, fluid can mean either liquid or gas. So the heavier fluid forces its way into the space underneath the object, pushing the object upward. If the fluid starts out above the object, the two masses will exchange places, just like if you put the foosball figure's feet above its head, then let go and watched the feet and head switch places. This is absolutely trivial, and neither disproves nor substitutes the downward force that causes it all to work, whether you like the name gravity or not.